Hello everybody, I just am here today to give you a word of encouragement. One thing that I know that all of this is going to pass away, but in these times that we are like this, a lot of times we ask ourselves, where is God? If God's still sitting on His throne and in all these things. And one thing that I know is that the Bible is really clear about all this. In Proverbs 28, the Bible tells us that the God is sitting in His throne, judging, and He says, and with His eyes, with a swing of His hand, He can take everything that is wrong. And one thing that I know, that this verse tells us two important things. One is that God is still in the throne. He's still governing. He's not, this thing didn't get him as a surprise. He knew that this was coming, because He knew He has you in His hand, and He will protect you, and He will take you out of this one. And the second thing that this verse tells us is that with just a swing of His eyes, He can take everything wrong. So I'm really believing with all my heart that God is getting ready to swing His hand, to swing His eyes, and take all these virus, all these problems, all this situation that is going on right now. But I'm going to ask you today that you keep holding on to the Word of God, that you don't let fear come into your heart, but you keep the peace that God has put in your heart. And I really believe that in a days or in a week or so, we're going to start seeing the hand of God moving strong in our country, in the rest of the world, and we'll see that God is alive and still governing and still everything that He wants to do. But one thing that I know is that don't give up, keep pushing, believing, and God is going to come through for all of us. But one thing too, later on today or later on tomorrow, I will be coming out and let you know what we're going to do as a church, as a Oasis Christian Center. So please keep looking at the Facebook, and I'll bring more information to you about how we're going to proceed from now after all the things that we heard from our governor, from the CDC, and also from our president. We are praying and talking and seeing how we're going to proceed from here. But keep looking at Facebook and keep your peace. Don't let fear come into your heart, because God is in the throne and He can wipe all this out just with one sweep of His hand. God bless you. We love you. We'll come to you soon.